educated. That's what my own boss tells me. Every time I be correct. That's a very good question. The grandmaster will answer it. All right, so what is the advice? The advice is consistent with what we've been talking about. You had the keynote address where we have said that it is natural. What we are talking about is a natural process. And when you look to nature, you ask yourself, how does the younger generation sustain, maintain the work of the older generation? What is the change that is needed? And the reason we say that is because we must take responsibility. Yes, the older generation have done whatever we think they have done. You can't really change that. What you can change is your present. That's the gift. And so the call to action is the call to the youth. Because if you remember the history of our country, the history of any society, the younger ones were the ones, you look at Nigeria before, they were not old when they took charge of the nation. What are the younger ones today doing? It's okay to sit and play. And I'm not saying we're doing that, but it's okay to do that because that's easy. The harder task is to grip the bull by the horns, you say, right? And face the brass tacks of the day. So we need to mobilize ourselves. And despite all efforts, or what we say, all challenges we have in achieving that mobilization, we need to fold our sleeves and get into the institutions. At the grassroots, we need to embed ourselves into this organization, into the institution, and show what, when we remember what the Lord always say, show the way or show the line that people follow. The young ones need to understand, and I'll tell you a very good example. I went to an affiliated body of our organization, and I met a young member, and he said to me, oh, he doesn't know what to do, because all of the senior members have left the affiliated body, and so there's no support. I said, brother, you are a child that was born into this organization. You have seen the organization, you have been shown what is good, what is not so good. Who are you waiting for? You're still looking to the senior ones who are maybe fatigued, who have gone through the same cycle over and over. It took some coaching and mentoring, it took some support for that member for him to realize that it is now his time. So there's something there. It means that some situations, some factors have to come together to do what? To push us to do something. And so this is part of what this engagement is supposed to do. It needs to, rather than ask the question, you need to be unsatisfied with the status quo, and to Japan is not the answer.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If you wear a Japan to live in Japan, you are going to a place that some other young person has taken gripped it by the bull and said they're going to solve it. So please, the charge is on you. Yes, you are facing challenges, you are facing resistance, maybe you can say you are facing traps to make you move forward. But you need to rise above those things and overcome, discipline yourself to overcome those things to be the change you want to see in society. So that's the charge. Mobilize yourself, remobilize yourself, find pathways to make this happen, because it must happen. You are not a leader of the future, you are a leader of the present. So stop looking to the future as if one day will be your chance. Your chance and time is now. Okay?
Thank you very much. National Orientation Agency is here. So let us hear the view and what the nation has in place for the young ones. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege being here to be here. I've learned a lot. And you're really an orientator and a mobilizer the way you are discussing the issue. And luckily for us, in our National Orientation Agency, the National Value Charter is what you are talking about. We have citizen code and Nigerian promises. That's what we're wearing, 7 for 7. You can see it at the high table. You can see it here, 7 for 7. There is government responsibility to the people and the part of you as a person. If you're not disciplined, then you're not submitted to rules and regulations, to the rule of law. If you're above the rule, let's say you're driving now, and the traffic, and there are this traffic light, and the traffic is screaming, that light is red. I just say, I'm the one, and just so you know now, thank God for development and technology. You know the light is not camera is big number. When you want to more renew your roadworthiness, they will not say you are only 20,000 naira. No. If you want to have it, they will tell you, I'll show you the picture, show you your plate number, and you have to pay. So when you are disciplined, you don't have to be disciplined when somebody is watching you. At your closet, in your private life, are you disciplined? So you bring all the self-truth and character. Oh, my time is up. So another thing is, after discipline, we have dignity of care. You must be your neighbor's keeper. Do what others to do to you. Treat the power of the next person the way you want to be treated. If you care about your next door neighbor, if there's an accident going on the way, you're worried. Our elderly boss is so fast, and the person needs help for you to take you to the hospital. Or there's a fire disaster, and you're going to the way there where a fire operation fire station is. It is simple for you to go to the place and tell them there's a fire outbreak in a particular place so that you can help them out. So that is one of the examples of duty of care. Resilience. We know Nigerians, they don't give up easily. We will stand and confront any difficult situation that we are facing until we overcome it and bring out good out of it. When there's no challenge, there's no growth. You know, when we have this cash problem, yes, we survive it. You know, there's nothing we're so adamant and so strong and resilient. We know that most things that is happening in this country cannot happen in any other part of the world. There would have been a lot of problems and a lot of things that cannot be done. But we will stabilize and overcome, bring out something good out of it. About something, then we see another one is tolerance and respect. I can see what the people are saying. It's back on the thing. So, tolerance, and if you don't tolerate, you must be able to accommodate one another and tolerate and differences. Diversity should bring strength to us. It should not bring weakness. We know the marriage of Nigeria, bringing different religions and people to marry them together without sitting down to discuss very well. The marriage of 1914 is not something, that's why we are having this issue. But this issue, we can come together on a round table and discuss. Accommodate, when we have this attitude, accommodating and tolerating one another, having respect for each other's ethnic group, religion and beliefs, we'll be able to live together. Peaceful coexistence with them. So let me just start again.